welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiki. If you're new here, make sure you press that subscribe button. If you're not new here, then wait, what did I just say? I really forgot what I just said, or I mixed it up. Either way. So once again, if you're new here, make sure you press that subscribe button. If you're not new here, make sure you press that notification bell so you know when I'm posting a new video, even though it's not gonna be all the time, even though I may be slacking. But I mean, you're gonna appreciate the video. I can tell you're gonna appreciate the video, so you might as well press the subscribe button or press the notification bell or whatever have you. I mean, if you don't want to do either of those things, I mean, you could like this video, you could dislike this video, you could comment. I mean, I could truly not care, but I'm just here for your benefit. Even though it may not 100% benefit you, I'm still here to do it for you, okay? You get what I'm saying? Now, without further ado, let's get into it. I would like to say, for starters, I know y'all see this big ass pimple on my head. You know, this always happens when I do something I ain't got no business doing, like going to the beach. Even though it was fun, I mean, my skin does not adapt well to surroundings that I'm not always surrounded by, if that makes sense. So, you know, of course, I'm not breaking out in like these rashes on my cheek anymore, but of course I have this huge pimple on my head, and it's one of those pimples that you try to pop and it hurts. Like, it hurts. Like, when you pop it, you're like it's pain popping it. But let's forget that I said that. I just had to put that out there because it's the elephant in the room, of course, because you guys see, you know, the pimple on my head. So let's get okay. So the reason I am here today, which you can see in the title, I am here to show you guys, or attempt to show you guys, how I edit and film my videos, because nobody asked me this, but I feel like whenever I started to do YouTube videos, it was one of those frequently asked questions type of thing. So that's what I did. Of course, everybody goes to YouTube for videos on how to do things, especially if you want a step-by-step video. Even with cooking, like, you always look at a video, you want to visually see so you can learn. So I took the effort out, while I have the room to myself and my boyfriend ain't here, I took the effort to show you guys how I do that. So first things first, I'm actually, okay, let's rewind. When it comes to filming my videos, I record with my iPhone 8 Plus. I don't know if I'm gonna have like pictures or something on the screen, but I'm going to show you guys, like, you know, the whole Shazam. So I record with my iPhone 8 Plus. I use the front camera, okay? A lot of people say the back camera for iPhones are better, but personally, whenever I do get the money and the time to get a camera, you know, I want a camera with a viewfinder, and it really is not convenient to record backwards. Especially, you guys see my room tour, or for the people who have been watching my videos, you see my room tour for my barracks. So I have a mirror, and it's in the most awkward position because the mirror is on the right if you're walking in, and then the window is up front. So like, the natural lighting is going to be coming from the side, so it's like, it's just going to be hard to record videos and actually have natural lighting. Like right now, I don't have my ring light, I just have the sunlight. So it'll be very hard to record like that, especially if you want good lighting, especially for makeup tutorials and things like that, or even if you just want to be face to face. Like, if you try to be comfortable, if you try to be like this, we like this, I ain't gonna get up all in y'all face like that. My mouth don't stink, so don't come for me though. It smell like Hawaiian punch, strawberry and kiwi juice. But anyways, okay, so I do record with my iPhone 8 Plus. Now, oh my gosh, I do not want this video to be long. Okay, so with my iPhone 8 Plus, this is kind of they're gonna tie into each other, the two subjects, filming and editing. So basically, I record, like right now I'm recording with my iPhone 8 Plus, so I would show y'all, but I can't. And don't mind like my backdrop right here. I don't know why this spot is not like that. I think it's because my fan is on, so it's like blowing it this way. But another tragedy of being in these barracks room. But plus my roommate is out right now, so I actually have the chance to record and talk without her being on the phone and her hearing my voice while she's on the phone or whatever. So there's that. But when it comes to filming, I record my video. After I record my video, I do it in clips, okay? So I forgot how much space I have on my iPhone, but with the apps that I have specifically for YouTube, like Creator Studio and just the regular YouTube app and iMovie and Flipagram, or I think it's called Flipagram. I'll put it like on the side or something somewhere so you guys can know the names and the apps that I'm going to mention. Also insert, sorry, I got a notification. I'll also insert pictures of like the objects that I'm talking about. I'll probably name prices. If there is something that I actually have, like my laptop, then I'll mention the price, like, you know, the retail price worldwide. So there's that. And then after I put the clips, like after I edit them on my iPhone. So I don't go putting them into the iMovie or Flipagram yet, if I'm saying that right. I edit them while they're, you know, within itself, and then after I do that, I'm making less space, so when I do put it on the app doesn't cause more space than what I already have. And I already have a lot of pictures in my gallery, so I don't have the time for that. So, oh my god, that looks so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, way to be ratchet, Chiquisa, way to be ratchet. Can I turn it this way? Can I just, no, because y'all gonna see the side. Okay, let's just ignore that. I'm probably gonna crop it out, but okay, for video sake, so we can get this on so before my man come. But I shorten them, like I create more space, so if I did need to record something else, or if I needed to insert something else inside of on the app when I'm actually doing or creating the video, I can do that without it saying low storage space or something like that, because iPhone good for that. So after I do that, I put it into the app and then I start editing. Now, I mentioned I use iMovie and I use Flipagram. So at first I started to use WeVideo on my lap. At first, I started to use WeVideo on my laptop because I like the idea of having something set up on my laptop with a larger screen. But when it comes to, okay, so the laptop I have is an Acer, and it's a Chrome, like one of those book things. So, and I purposely got it for school, but I wound up using it for my videos, and I'll tell you why later. But dang, I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna stop, because I don't want to ramble, but then I don't want to forget everything that I say. So I started uploading my videos on there because they were uploaded faster. But I used the WeVideo first, but then they didn't have a lot of transitions. The text really wasn't animated, and I like animated text. They didn't have a lot of GIFs or things you could insert on the clips. You know, I like a lot of animation. I like the video to look interesting, so it didn't really have a lot of that. And whenever I tried to do it, it was complicated, or you had to do it a specific way because it wasn't like the other, video editing making apps. So I stopped using that. I only use it if I have like a mukbang or something to upload, because I can just upload it straight there, have an intro or something and an ending, and insert some text where needed, or insert some sounds where needed. So that's what I keep it for. And I want to believe it is a monthly subscription for the one that I have, only because I want to do my mukbangs on it, and my mukbangs are like at least 30 minutes at least. So that's what I use it for. That's also what I use my actual camera for, that my boyfriend got me, is my mukbangs, because it has more space on it, and I can't just upload a 40-minute 30-minute video on my phone. Like, especially a mukbang, because I don't have the time to go through and edit each piece or clip out things I don't want y'all to see. I want y'all to see everything. It's a mukbang. I'm supposed to talk to y'all. I'm supposed to eat. So I don't find the need in editing that. I just want to upload it straight, but it takes so long. So that's what I use that for. Now, after I upload my videos to iMovie or Flipagram, I edit them, do whatever I can. And then once the video is created, I save it to my gallery. Okay, and after I save it to my gallery, I delete the other videos so that I have space if I needed to upload it on my phone while I was outside of my room and I didn't have my laptop. Which brings me to uploading. When I first started uploading my videos, I've always been on my phone. Even before my even after my boyfriend got me my camera, I still uploaded with my phone from time to time, only if I needed to record on my phone at the moment. So when I started to upload on my phone, I noticed that it would take forever. I would see, Snapchats sound like my mother, Snapchats. I would see Snapchats of YouTubers uploading videos and it would be like 15 minutes. Then 5 minutes will pass and it's like 5 minutes left for the video to upload. And I'm like, bruh, my shit say like my things say like a whole day. Like it say 120 hours. Then it'll say 13 minutes. Then it'll say 14 hours. And I'm like, I don't have the time. I really don't have the time. So I used to get so frustrated. It used to make me not even want to upload videos. So eventually I came to the conclusion, because I have an old Apple laptop. So I came to the conclusion with my Acer laptop. I was like, I wonder if, you know how you used to be in school where you plug something up to the computer, like an MP3 player. You plug it up and you could download music onto it. So I was like, what if I plug my phone up and I could upload the video on there and then upload it through the YouTube desktop? Bing! Cue light for the head thought or whatever. So that happened and I was relieved because it actually uploaded how I wanted it to. I think the longest after I started uploading it on my laptop, it took at least 10-15 minutes to the most. So I was like, okay, good, now I can upload video. Because it was one moment where I know like I really needed to upload my videos on time. Vlogmas, I was trying to do Vlogmas. I think I did like I didn't even get into the double digits, y'all. I don't think I did. Y'all can look, it's probably in a playlist somewhere, but I probably don't know because it's probably like 4 days or 8 days or something like that. Either way, struggling. Child, I was struggling. I literally, to record and upload in the same day and try to upload through your phone, sis, it don't work. It don't work. So I started doing that, which is when I really needed to do that, when I was doing Vlogmas. But now the better. We all learn our lesson, okay? So I learned my lesson. I started doing that. Now I don't see how people edit their videos with YouTube. YouTube has like shortcuts in the trim, and you can add music, and you can have, I want to say it's either transitions or animation, but it's weird the way it's set up, because I think you honestly, like, you can't upload clip by clip by clip. You have to have like a whole video and then insert where you want sound and stuff like that. But even with sound, I think it plays through the whole video. I have to check again, but I don't know. It was some reason why I didn't want to upload on, like, I didn't want to edit on YouTube. And then I downloaded this, what are those things called? It's like an accessory, like you have it on the top of your screen, like Honey, where you can go on different websites and check out the coupon codes, and just go to Honey and type in whatever, and it'll bring up coupon codes for you. It's like shortcuts like that. So I had something like that for YouTube, and every time I open YouTube, it would not work. I didn't know if it had to, like, I had to click a certain button. I didn't know if I had to go into settings or something. It was mad confusing. So I was like, no, I'm not about to do this. Like, I already got, why try to perfect something that's already good? Like, why keep a good thing going bad? So after that, where we talk about filming and editing, I think that's mainly it. Like, I literally, that's all I do. I record on my phone. I use those 2 apps and those 2 apps only. I don't use Filmora. I don't use it's another one on the phone that's really popular. I don't use none of those apps. I don't use the new one, TikTok. Even though I do makeup tutorials, I still don't use it. Even if I want a fast video, I'm actually going to insert a clip where I'm screen recording my phone so I can show you guys actually, you know, not step by step, but you know, like what's it called? Like, I'm just gonna give you guys a brief, you know, description of everything on my editing apps. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about iMovie, but some people don't. When I first started on iMovie, I was lost. I was like, what is this rabbit and what is this time clock looking thing? Like, I was confused. So it took me watching, of course, a couple videos on YouTube to figure out what to do, but I wound up figuring out what to do, and like, I think I use iMovie more than my Flipagram. I only use Flipagram when I need to insert like the bells like all the way up here or something like that, like when I need to insert an image, because on iMovie I haven't figured out how to do it yet, because I don't know, like, I don't know if I have to insert another clip and then like drag it in, because when you click on something, but I'll show it in a other clip, when you click on something, or if you want to add text, like you actually want to add the bell for your text but use it as one of those gifs or something like that, like you can't, like it'll stay in that one spot throughout the video unless you go to another clip, and it'll stay in that same spot because the text is already set up for you. You can either do opening, middle, or closing, and then of course you have your animations where you can have it slide in or glide in, something like that, but you can't like you can't place it like to the side, like up here or something like that, if you know what I'm saying. So that gets on my nerves with iMovie. Let me actually mention some pros and cons before I start inserting the clip where I'm actually showing you guys what I do on the apps. iMovie, that's one thing that gets on my nerve. Another thing that gets on my nerves is the music will play for the whole video. If you do not split, like if you don't split it and mute it for other clips, it will play. I tried to watch some guy's video on YouTube where he showed where you can not play it for the whole thing, and basically you just take it from the end. But as I was taking it from the end of my movie, I noticed that, oh, and that's another thing, you always have to do movie trailer, it will add a theme and stuff like that, but that's not a pro or con, that's just a little for you, that's a little for you. So it was like taking away the audio at the end, but it would stretch the one that was before it. So I would be like, okay, I'm taking it off, and then like 2 clips later I would see it, I would scroll back to the end and it'll still be there, and I'm like, great, just dandy. So that's another thing I don't like. Let me see something else. They don't really have a wide selection of music, but I will say it's common. Like, you can tell other YouTubers use iMovie, or at least the iMovie desktop version, because I went through the songs and I heard every single one that was in there was off of the freaking app. And with Flipagram, it's like, it's almost like the same vibe. Like, they always have the playful, cheerful, insightful, or harmony, or fun, or pop, or it's always something like that. So I try to listen to all of them to find one that sounds appealing, because most of them just sound like I just don't like the sound of it. I don't. So I try to be as experimental as possible, but then I wound up using the same ones that YouTubers use. That's why I can see why they use those ones, because the other ones sound like trash. Do better. Okay? Do better. But anyways, I think that's it with the cons. I really can't think about anything right now unless I'm showing you guys the clip where I have the screen recording and I'm gonna do a voiceover, and I'm probably gonna mention things as I go along that I don't like. It's probably gonna be me editing this video, so, but you can still split stuff like that. You can add transitions in between the clips, different ones. You can add theme-based word text. Let me think about something else. Oh, you can also do that little zoom thing. Like, I'm probably going to show you guys right now, but like, let me just do a face and show y'all that it automatically zooms my face, and then it'll zoom back out. Right at you. Let me stop playing. But no, I'm serious. Like, I actually like that, because I would see it in people's videos and I would be like, how do they do that? Like, I knew it wasn't their lens, because I knew half of the people that I was watching on YouTube had iPhones that they were recording with. So I was like, how? Tell thee, sis. Tell thee. So that's that. I figured out how to do that. So that was a real pro, because I don't know if I tried to figure it out in Flipagram, but I know, like, with a lot of stuff you can zoom in. Like, you can not pinch it, but you know, you can do that to the screen and it'll zoom in on that clip. But one thing I will say, when you do that, make sure you separate the clip so it can come back, because if you don't, then the whole clip, like if I were to talk right now and, you know, zoom it, it would be literally like, if I would zoom it right here, it would just film right here for the whole clip. So you have to split it, and I would say the good thing about splitting it is that it doesn't have a transition in between. If it's the same clip, then it'll just keep playing through, and it won't be like a obvious transition. Like, you know, when you're watching a mukbang and you know, you start being like, oh, I know your ass ain't, I know your behind ain't ate all that damn noodles. I keep cursing. I'm trying not to curse. I was catching myself. Did y'all notice? At least y'all notice. But like I'm saying, like, you know how you watching a mukbang and you don't like when people skip through while they eating, and you can tell because it do that little glitch thing. Yeah. Whoa. Y'all know that dance? Put that in the comments, because I did not know that was a dance. Like, that's actually like a, like, whoa. I did not know that. I did that one day and my coworker laughed at me because it's actually a dance. And I was like, oh, whoa. But I didn't mean to do the dance. I was just like, and it's actually, okay, oh my gosh, I'm gonna stop. But anyways, that thing had cracked me up. And it's one of my other coworkers, he do it and I be laughing my ass off. But, what was I saying? I hate when I do that. I think that's it with iMovies. But yeah, you just make sure you split the screen and it won't like glitch to show that you split it. It'll actually just play through. With Flipagram, oh, it's so many pros. It's like one of the most recommended apps that I would give somebody that's filming on their phone and editing. It is fantastic. The only thing is, I think you should play around with it because it has so many, or not a lot of features, but it has a few that you would actually have to sit there and be like, oh, what does this do? What does that do? Or like, you can experiment with, like, I know I have PixArt or something like that where I could edit out pictures and like draw out and like, you know, like put it inside of the clip. It has animations, but it's like, you know how those apps are where they have their own animations, so they all look like Android emojis. I can't stand that. So that, and but I don't think iMovie does have animations. Otherwise I would have put some in there. But I feel like even if it did, I wouldn't, because it's a lot of apps, like movie apps, I don't know why, that have that. Like, why do they make them look like androids, or they make them look like stickers? So I don't like that. So I don't use most of the apps, you know, given or default things. So I tend to do them myself if I can. Let's see. You can put the text wherever you want it, move it, you know, make it smaller, make it larger. They can have a different font. They have a lot of fonts. iMovie, it has a good few. You can change the font, you can change the size. I think you can change it a little bit. I don't know, I can't remember, but I normally don't change the size. I usually keep it the way it is, because with the automatic text box that they have, the more you type, the smaller the words get. So I think I kind of like that, because on Flipagram you have to be careful, because if you add text, it'll keep writing. So if your frame is this big, all right, and your words go across my hands, it will cut off those words, so the words that's only in this, like this size of the frame, can show. So I don't like that, and it doesn't make it smaller, it just stays there. So you have to like mess around with it, making it as small as you can without, you know, like, I don't think you can write paragraphs on there. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So there's that. When it comes to music, sound effects, things like that, you have to pay. I'm sorry, buddy, but you gotta pay. I think I'm paying $5.99, but that's only because I want all the music collections, and I wanted all the sound effects. It wouldn't give me a lot of sound effects and a lot of music collections, and when you have the selection of iMovie and every other YouTuber has it, it's like, it's frustrating, because you want to be different. So I try to play around with that, or use it whenever I can. Both of them, you can change the sound, like you can decrease the sound so it's not as loud as the video clip, or you can clip it or trim it so that it doesn't play through the whole time. Like, if I wanted a cricket sound, it wouldn't play for like 5 seconds. I can play it for 1 second or 0.2 seconds. On Flipagram, at least, I can do that. On iMovie, I just think you just trim it with your fingers, like you can slide across and do that. So yeah, that's that. The frustrating thing though, I think Flipagram updated, so whenever I first got it, I could easily just slide like the audio or image that I laid on top of the clip. Now you have to like press and hold it, and then press reposition or delete or something like that, and it's really frustrating, because if you didn't save your video, or if you just abruptly got off of the app, something would happen. I don't know what, but it would shift all your words and your images. Or if you clip something in one of your clips and you forgot you had words over here, images over there, it would shift. So that was really frustrating. On iMovie, I didn't do that a lot, because I had separate clips, so it wouldn't change the separate clip, it would just change that clip specifically. So I really didn't have that problem on iMovie. And then with the whole press and hold, reposition or delete thing, it was getting frustrating, because I had to do it like 5 times to get it back to where it was. What else can I say? As you can see, it has more cons, but I think it's because it's not as simple as iMovie. iMovie doesn't have much cons because it's simple, and you know, it does come with the phone, so it's like, and you don't gotta pay monthly for it. So, but let me see what else. They both have the common things like Ken lights or whatever they're called. I really can't think of nothing else. All there's left to do is for me to screen record and like walk through it with you guys to actually physically show you. Let me see if I can think about something else. I can't. I really can't. Like, I just brain firm. yeah, so without further ado, let's do this thing step by step for you guys so you can see. I'm actually going to probably play it in the beginning so like people don't think like I'm just rambling on in this video, because I'm already going on 27 minutes, even though I'm probably going to edit out a lot of it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it step by step for you guys, do a little voiceover. Hopefully my boyfriend doesn't come so I can at least screen record and then do the voiceover later when he's not like paying attention to me, when he playing his game or something, he got his headphones on. So I'm about to do step by step for you guys. And if you made it all the way to the end, it would be really nice of you to say something in the comments, like put a check mark or something. I mean, something. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell y'all, guess what? I'm gonna be starting my own business. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So I wanted to start my own business. I want to sell apparel, I want to sell jewelry, I want to sell hair, and I want to sell lashes. So the issue with that is it costs money to get money. So it's gonna be a lot of changes. I don't think I told my mother this, or maybe I did tell my mother and my father this, but I did want to move to Texas after I got out the military. So, and I get out April of next year, so, and if anybody is in the military and they got out, they know the last couple of months that you're in is the busiest. So, and I'm still in school right now. Of course, I'm doing it online, which is very good. I'm really hoping that, of course, I'm finishing my contract, but I'm really hoping I finish getting my associates by April, because I'm already halfway through. But once I take this humanities class, I'm gonna start taking at least 2 or 3 classes, because even though my time is going to be getting more busy, I'm probably not going to be at work as much, because I'm probably going to be doing paperwork, traveling. So I really want to, like, it's crunch time. Like, I even applied for another job. Like, I'm trying to grow. So I'm trying to do a lot, and I still want to be a needle nurse. So I know, like, regardless, I'm still gonna go to school for that. Like, that's always gonna be my plan. I'm always gonna want to own a nail salon. That's just always gonna be my plan. I had that plan since, well, I wanted to be a neonatal nurse since I was in high school. I wanted to be a pediatrician at first, but then I didn't notice like, you could work with, like, kids up to a certain age, like, until they stop seeing the pediatrician. I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to just work with babies. So, and then somebody said, oh, and then I wanted to be an OBGYN, but then I was like, them schedules are messed up. I saw, what is that show called? Dating Medicine or Married to Medicine. I saw that, and that lady on there is an OBGYN. Her schedule was crazy. I'm not trying to have that. I'm trying to sleep with my man at 2 o'clock in the morning and not get a call talk about some lady giving birth. Even though, you know, neonatal nurses may have to go through that because they may be short one night or something may happen and you gotta come in. I understand that, but, you know, I can't have that sole dedication to that one person. I just can't. So, especially if I want to have a family of my own, and y'all know, well, a lot of people know I want to have kids. So I'm a very family oriented person. I love kids very much. So it's a lot of things that's gonna be going on, and I promise I'm gonna get better with my videos. But without further ado, let's get into the screenplay, the screen recording, the step-by-step thing for y'all. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, or y'all gonna hear my voice in the next clip, but y'all gonna see me in the next video. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Bye.